Alan, we had an announcement today from Rosneft, the Russian oil producer, that they would be changing the way they account for profits, a change that would make their 2014, on paper at least, a much more profitable year. This looks a little dodgy. Is it?
Not really. What they've done is they've changed an accounting treatment, or I should say added one to their international accounting standards. They've added something called IS 39, which really means that they will only take a foreign exchange hit to their profits through the P&L if they realize a change in some forward loans or forward contracts of sales. Only then. Before, what was happening was, as the foreign exchange rates moved, their liabilities and assets that were denominated in foreign currencies had to be adjusted as well.
And that had to flow right
that
through
had
the
to
P&L.
flow through the P&L,
right.
and that was causing a lot of volatility in their numbers.
Especially this year with the Russian ruble down by half since summertime.
Exactly, and if you couple that to a 50% drop or so, or 40% drop in the oil price, it was going to be a problem for not just the fourth quarter numbers, but for the full year.
So is the new way accounting for profits intrinsically less transparent or less straightforward than the old way?
Arguably, it's probably fairer to a certain extent in that it only recognizes losses or gains when they are taken. But the problem is the way they announced it. They've told us, they backdated it to October 1st, i.e. the beginning of the fourth quarter of last year. It came out really when BP had its announcement today. BP owns about a fifth of Rosneft, so this change from Rosneft probably making a loss to more likely making a profit will, had an effect on BP's numbers. And initially, everyone thought that BP had beaten their consensus, and they hadn't.
Oh, and of course, the Russian government's a major shareholder, so they must have been pretty happy as well.
Yeah.
But for other shareholders, I have to think that this changing of the rules in the middle of the game has an effect on the credibility of the company. Investors are famous for their conservatism. They don't like change. They don't like unexpected announcements. Is there a cost to Rosneft in this move?
Well, I think the cost has been, been taken out of the PE for quite a few years now. I mean, Rosneft's PE is trading at near 10-year lows, and if you go, it's 4 or 5 times, depending whether you look at 2015 or 2016 numbers. It's already depressed.
Right.
Credibility is not helped by making a move like this in the way they've done it. But to be honest with you,
with a valuation of 5, a PE of 5, how much further down can you go?
Exactly.
Thanks, Alan.
Yep.